Alrighty gangsters, we got another modification video. We're doing a Runaway Camper Mod. It's on our 2022 Runaway Rangerunner camper, and we are adding a storage box on the front there. It's a Buyer Products, I believe is the brand of it. I'll let you see that. Alright, so yeah, I've got the camera turned around here so you can see what's going on. So the brand is called Buyer Products Company, and this is an 18-inch by 18-inch by 36-inch box, and this is an underbody mount type of a box, so it would be intended to go like underneath like a flatbed truck, and it would go up underneath the bed of that truck as a tool storage box for that. But because of the air conditioning unit on this Runaway, we thought that it might be a good fit for here. So now again, this is a Mark IV wider rig, you know, so these are not official ways to do this, but this is my way of doing it, and you know, maybe it'll help somebody. So what my plan is I'm going to take these brackets right here. These are square U-bolts, and it is 2 inches by 3 inches, and I'm going to take these bolts and attach them. Trying to do this one-handed here. Attach them around the frame of the trailer up underneath this box, and I'm just going to drill a couple holes inside the box right through there and bring this darn square bracket up through the floor of this and screw it down tight and mount it on there. That's my plan. And you can only put, like it says here, 100 pounds worth of weight in here, so this box is right at 44 pounds, so we can add about 60 pounds or so worth of stuff inside of here, so we can't, you know, really load it down a whole bunch, and I have no intention of loading it down heavy. But it'll be a nice place to keep things outside of the trailer and yet secured, because this is lockable. It's got a lock on it, so it's a lockable unit, and it's weatherproof. It's got a little I don't know if you can see that, a little gasket all the way around the inside edge there. So, and it seems like it's good and snug. So it seems like it's actually a pretty well built unit. This particular one is a 1735105, and I purchased it actually from Home Depot. That's where I bought it. That was the best price I could get on this particular unit, because they didn't charge anything for shipping, and it got here pretty quick. Let's get this thing put on here and see what happens. Alrighty, so I've actually already attached the other bracket on the other side. I was only going to show one of these. I went ahead and attached the other one. One of the things that I'm doing, and as I'm adding this Gorilla Tape, putting the Gorilla Tape right here along the back side, putting 3 pieces, and putting one here, one in the middle, and then I've already got one down at that end. And the idea being that this will help protect the metal from scraping and scratching up the side of the camper. That's my intent anyway. We'll see. I had somebody make the comment when I did the Sunseeker video that I probably should have used some protective rubber on that metal bar, you know, and they're probably onto something there, you know, if you intend to keep it nice. At any rate, I'm going to put a piece here. I got one down there. I'm going to put one in the middle here. All right, so this is the bracket I was telling you about that I had already attached, and I went ahead and drilled the holes and attached it. The reason I did it is so that I could tell how far left to right on the camper that this would sit on the frame. So I got it where I wanted it, left to right, and then went ahead and drilled my holes on this side. And then once I tighten these down, it'll be centered, and when I drill my other holes that I'll show you, then it'll be centered and I won't have to try and hold it in place or anything. So I was just trying to save myself a little bit of trouble. in doing that. But I am going to push back against the camper one good push to make sure it's back up against there good. And it appears to be. So we'll go ahead and crank down on it. That's noisy. And these particular ones are 7/16. They're 5/16 inch bolts, U-bolts, and 7/16 inch locking nuts. And I'm gonna crank down on it pretty darn good. There we go. It's on there pretty good. All right. Now we'll move to the other side and I'll show you how I drill the holes and whatnot for placing the bracket. Hopefully I got this at an angle you can see. So the idea is that I'm going to put this bracket right up underneath here, and I'm going to try and pick a location that doesn't have any of the diamond portion in my way, if that makes any sense. In other words, I don't want to drill the hole right on top where the diamond is, because I probably have a heck of a time getting it to stay. So I'm going to make my marks, try and make them where there's no diamond. So these are not going to necessarily be in the exact same location on both sides. And I'm not, like I said, I'm pretty much a hacker, so I don't really do everything by exact measurements. Although I did try and pretty much get this thing centered on the camper. I did try and do that. And that part, I think I got pretty good. Okay, now I got stuff in my mouth and you can't hear me. All right. And I'm just using a black felt tip permanent marker to mark where these bolts are at. And then what I'll do is I will drill a small pilot hole from the bottom and then come back from the top and drill my bigger hole. I'll show you. Hopefully I'll be able to get the drill up underneath there while that camera is there. We'll see. Okay, so one hole right here. Don't put your eyes right underneath this. There will be shavings. Okay, that's scooting on me. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Well, wouldn't you know, the time I film it, I have all kind of issues. All right. This could be interesting. I should have used a set. I didn't have any trouble on the last one, so I didn't think I would on this one, but I did. Yeah, so that's actually scooted over a little bit more than I want it to be. So we'll see how it works. All right, so now I'm gonna use my bigger bit, one that's, I don't even know what size this is. Big enough, how's that? So my 5/16 inch. And coming from the top now, I happen to know that this one here is going to probably be a bit of a problem. So I'm going to kind of come at it at an angle. And broke my bit. Well, that wasn't good. Wow. Well, that was unexpected. Must have been just enough on it that I grabbed it. It actually did do the hole, but broke the bit completely in pieces. Look at that. So this goes to show you, sometimes things don't work out exactly how you plan. Okay. The reality of doing projects. All right. See if we can get the bracket up in there. Vacuum up those shavings. Okay, so let's see if I can get the bracket in there. We're about to find out. Didn't you know on this side I'd have difficulties? But you know, this is good because really, this is the reality. You know, this is how it really is. I might have to file that out just a little bit. All right, I'll go get a file and I'll be right back. File here, and I actually ended up taking, I want to take the other side loose a little bit and see if I can get it moved around enough to get it to fit in there. But I think it's kind of good that I had this happen, to be honest, because this is just the reality of working on projects like this. There's no exact science to it. The idea is you just keep trying, keep working at it, you know. Don't give up. And you know, if you feel like you can't do it, just don't give up. That's the whole thing right there. Just don't give up. Keep on trying, and you'll eventually get it. You will eventually get it. I'll vacuum up those shavings. Like I always tell my kids, if you try and you care, you're 90% of the way there. There you go. All right, let's see if that works. All right. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, piece of cake, right? Oh, Lordy. Okay, and then I'm going to put just a little dab of silicone in here as well. Just to talk about a dab. That's what you call a wad there. And a little bit more than a dab. All right, wipe it up when I get done. Okay. But my hope is, you know, that'll help hold it in place, number one. Number two, keep anything from working its way in here. You think I got enough? All right, we got our bar and a couple of washers and our locking nuts. Yeah, since I had to take that other side loose, I went ahead and put some silicone in that one too. And so, like I say, it's not an exact science. When it's all said and done, hopefully it'll be good enough for the full widers anyway. Good enough for the Runaway gang, because we're gangsters. All right, so let's go ahead and crank down on this thing. darn good. All right. There we go. Okay, gangsters, let's talk about my mistakes, okay? So, I should have used this tool right here. I have one, and I think because I had success on the other side, I figured, hey, what the heck, it'll work just fine. But obviously it didn't. So, yeah, you don't want to break bits. That's a bad thing. So don't copy what I did. Instead, use one of these little, I think they're called a set tool, I think is what they're called. But it's just like a spring-loaded, it'll make a little mark and a little indentation in the metal so that that bit won't slide all around like it was doing on me. So yeah, there you go. A little tip for you. So let's take a look and see how this thing turned out. There she is, all mounted. That's what she looks like now. Looks pretty good. Nice clean installation. It should be secure, it should be dry, and it'll be outside, so hopefully that'll be a good thing. And then, like I said, I've got my little pieces of rubber. It's not really rubber, it's kind of like a foam tape, and it's like a two-sided Gorilla Tape. Just so you know, I did not take off the sticky stuff on the backside, so it's not sticking to the camper, it's only sticking to the box. It's still got the plastic on the other side. That's how she looks. Turned out pretty good, I think. And like I say, the door opens up good. Doesn't interfere with the jack at all. So, and like I said, this one is an 18 by 18 by 36.
Hey there, I'm Mark, and that's Pam. We're the Runaway Gang. Be sure and join us on our next adventure.